How well do you really know your neighbors? You might be shocked to learn all the footage you're seeing right now was taken from the front lawn of a convicted sex offender. His name is Shane Kyle Roberson, and this 20-year-old who was convicted of first-degree sodomy lives right in the middle of this quiet community just a few feet from several children innocently playing in the streets. Armed with this disturbing information, we sought out the reaction from parents living nearby.
It is upsetting, of course, probably everybody would have that same reaction. I think a lot of people just don't stop and think, as one of the first things they think about when they move to a neighborhood is there a sex offender here?
It's kind of weird. You don't expect it to be in your neighborhood, and when I first heard about it, you don't know what to think. You think the worst.
With these parents' concerns in mind, we asked Deputy Jason Thomas if there's anything they can do about it.
To a certain extent, no. You kind of know that they're in the community, and you kind of have to try to keep a tighter eye on them.
The state of North Carolina does regulate the places registered sex offenders can live or be around.
They cannot live within 1,000 feet of a registered daycare center or school in North Carolina. Then you have what's called the 300-foot rule. This applies to where you have a property, but there's one section on the property that's devoted just to the kids.
We were unable to get an interview with Shane Roberson, but his mother did agree to speak with us, and she had a message for concerned parents.
They do not have to worry about Shane. Shane is definitely not a repeat offender. It was something that happened to him when he was a child.
Despite his mother's claims, Shane was actually 17 years old when the crime was committed.
He is a special needs child. He has the mind of about a 10-year-old. I know where he's at 24/7.
While some people might find Mrs. Hook's confidence in her ability to keep constant tabs on her son's whereabouts unrealistic, concerned citizens now have the ability to monitor these registered sex offenders much more effectively. The state of North Carolina is doing their part to make it easier for people to track these registrants' activities. They have recently created and released a new app which allows people to access the sex offender registry database and pinpoint their locations. For anyone interested in finding this free app, simply search North Carolina Sex Offender Registry and download it to your mobile device to learn who might be living in your neighborhood. For the one to turn to in Charlotte, I'm Nathan Conley, CTSB News.